Been following about an Orange County couple detained after living here in the U.S. for 35 years. The family says their parents are now expected to be deported to Colombia by the end of this month. NBC4's Hetty Chang is live right now in Newport Beach with what?
To have sympathy for these people would be an understatement. Imagine your life being upended after 35 years in a country that you weren't born in, but to go back to a country that's going to be and look completely new. So I can understand the fear that these families have that's happening across the world. Is it right or wrong? These are the questions that I would love to hear, you guys answer in the description below. But it's heartbreaking to hear this.
We've learned about this particular case. Hetty.
Colleen, I spoke with Stephanie Gonzalez today. She tells me that her parents, Gladys and Nelson, are at a detention center now in Louisiana. Now, an ICE spokesperson today confirmed what the family told us last week, that neither has a criminal history, but that spokesperson says they are violating immigration law and both have final orders of removal.
Me rompe el corazón. Porque
Stephanie Gonzalez shares her family's heartbreak. She says her parents, Gladys and Nelson, have lived in Southern California for 35 years. She says they're good people who paid their taxes, raised a wonderful family in Laguna Niguel, and recently became first-time grandparents. But Gonzalez's parents came to the U.S. from Colombia illegally, and the family says during a routine check.
This goes beyond just, being deported when now a legacy has been created in a country as to where you're no longer going to be able to spend that time. Now, can you come back? Absolutely. You can visit. You can come back on visas. You can come back on passports. So this isn't to say that they're never going to see their family again. Don't get me wrong. But ICE is here to do a job. And, like Tom Homan said, he's going to do a job well done based on the president's orders. But this does not stop the family from coming into the U.S., seeing their family. It just really stops them from living here and then having to come in and do it the right way.
And with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, their parents were both detained February 21st, and they're now scheduled to be deported to Colombia by the end of the month.
el presidente de los Estados Unidos prometió que él iba a...
Gonzalez says President Donald Trump promised to take out criminals who have committed horrible crimes, and that's not the truth. She says her parents have no criminal history, and an ICE spokesperson did confirm that today. In a statement saying, in part, as part of its routines operations, ICE arrests aliens who commit crimes. The statement goes on to emphasize, and other individuals who have violated our nation's immigration laws. While immigration enforcements have focused on those with criminal backgrounds initially, we are now starting to see what ICE calls additional priorities being carried out. ICE confirms an immigration judge found no legal basis to allow the Gonzalezes to stay in the U.S. and granted Gladys and Nelson voluntary departures in 2000. The Gonzalez family says their parents tried
So let's get this straight. So they were offered voluntary departure in 2000, and it didn't happen. I mean, you still have to follow the rules. I've been to other countries across the world, and my stay is very limited. I think I got maybe 30 days in Ghana. I'm going over to, another part of the country here pretty soon, and I can't stay forever. Like, we know that. We have to leave.
Everything they could to appeal their cases and find a pathway to citizenship. But they say they were given bad legal advice through that decades-long process. Now, 25 years later, the couple was taken into ICE custody on February 21st to process a final order of removal. Gustavo Mora is an immigration attorney who does not represent the Gonzalez family, but says has many clients in the same situation.
Under the Trump administration, I have seen them be more aggressive, yes. But realistically, this would be a justified removal order under any administration. Because again, the courts found that they had no relief.
The Gonzalez family says they've exhausted all of their options and that the best thing they can do right now is help their parents prepare for a new life in Colombia once they're deported.
We're going to end it there. Again, would love to see the comments. Like, comment, and I've noticed a lot of people who are new to the channel don't necessarily subscribe. Please, if you feel like this is doing you some justice by understanding more about what's going on in the economy and the world, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you and bye.